welcome to Hopcast, episode 14.
14, baby.
14.
Good number.
Yeah.
Well, first, I'm Chmielewski.
My name is Ken Hunnemeder.
Two guests.
Jimmy.
Shaun Sinnott.
Alright, welcome.
Shaun and I
Welcome to Hopcast.
Hey,
Brad's got some buddies over, so.
Thanks for having us, boys.
They just showed up. They have no idea.
Said, hey, you like beer?
They've never seen a Hopcast. They don't even know what they're in for.
heard about it.
But today we're traveling to California.
So I believe this is our fifth part in our 50-part series.
Better know a state.
That's California. So, what do we got first?
All right, first of all, we have another gem from the Stone Brewers. We've featured Stone before. We did their Arrogant Bastard Ale. This is one of their anniversary beers. They make an anniversary ale every year, you know, as you would. Typically, from what I gather, this is the only one I've ever had. Typically what they, by the way, it's their bitter chocolate oatmeal stout. Typically what they do is some big huge hoppy beer. The reason that they did this is because of the hop shortage and the price and premiums for hops. So they use the bitter chocolate as something to give it more of a bitter bite, as opposed to using the really expensive.
And you're seeing a lot of breweries right now do that with like Scotch ales and the stouts, just because they can't afford that, so they're gonna do something different.
And not only sometimes you can't afford it, if you're making that big of a batch, sometimes it's not even available. Like some of the hops, they just didn't have a good crop, you know. So, so let's give this a pour.
Now, what kind of food would I pair this ale with? This brew, sorry.
It is an ale.
Oh,
Stouts are ales, so
Alright,
that's
yeah,
fair.
I don't know the actual.
Yep.
So.
I would definitely. I mean, this is going to be a sweeter stout. I would go for like desserts, like ice cream would be fantastic. Here, have a look at your top.
Oh, thanks.
Even like something like this, like a brat or something, isn't bad.
I mean, seriously, I could eat anything with it because it's delicious.
Oh, this
It's
is a
just-
tasty
yeah.
ale.
This
Yeah,
is great.
very
So
good.
you're getting like a smoothness from the oatmeal, and then the
Sweet
bitterness,
chocolate.
the bitterness and like all that from the bitter chocolate that they used. But it goes down pretty smooth.
Yeah.
Let's see how much.
It definitely.
This is 9.2%.
Oh,
So I wouldn't want to drink that and drive.
No, you probably wouldn't.
not the whole thing. It's just
All right,
one.
okay,
You know, we don't
exactly.
promote drinking and driving.
Not on the
Obviously
Hopcast, never.
Yeah. This is.
Underage drinking. That's
it's all right.
We had our guy check them at the door. They're cool.
Yeah.
Old as dirt.
But we had the Bourbon County Stout on a special, and this is going down so much smoother than that. Just
Yeah, that one was at what, 13%?
13%.
Yeah.
Oof.
So,
Don't walk on that.
oh, we'll get there. But it doesn't have too much head to speak of, but what it does have is a very nice, like, caramely head going on. For what it does, it's like a dark caramel color.
Now, would you ever want a beer with a head? I mean, I always assume it's a bad thing.
No, it's a good question. The head on a beer is what's going to protect it from the oxygen. So you do want, like, usually we say about a finger of head. A lot of it has to do with how you pour it as well. Like if you pour it pretty fast, then you get a nice head going on. I mean, you don't want half the glass to be full
when
of
you're at a
foam.
party and you get the cup ahead, that's because the keg
Yeah.
isn't like settled yet.
Or you got one of those jokers that just walks up and goes,
Oh, those guys.
Oh, this is good.
Yeah.
So you guys like it, huh?
Oh, yeah.
So you've had the bitter chocolate. Right?
I've had this one before, yeah.
No, the one that's made with the bitter chocolate, not the oatmeal stout. The other one.
This is the bitter
I thought
chocolate
that-
oatmeal
I
stout.
thought the bitter chocolate they use as the base. No, am I getting confused?
They just use bitter chocolate in it. I mean,
Oh, okay.
they still use hops in it. It's not a complete substitute. They just didn't use as much as you would for like a super huge double IPA.
Oh, okay. I thought this was a special, so it was like the base. Was one of
No,
the normal
no.
beers? No. Okay.
It's just something that they could do that was cheaper than brewing with like super expensive hops at this point.
Oh, it's this little guy here, some kind of demon.
They have gargoyles on all of their
Oh,
bottles.
gargoyles.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Stone labels are really cool.
Yeah, they're pretty
Yeah,
cool.
that's pretty neat.
All their beers that haven't had one Stone beer that I didn't enjoy. And this is like a limited release, so if you ever see this, pick it up because it's only going to be, this is their 12th anniversary now? Yeah, the 12th anniversary, so it's only out this year.
What does that run for a bottle? If you
Oh,
don't mind me asking.
actually-
This one was like 7. Actually.
Oh, not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I just peeled off the
I got some
price tag.
That's
Yeah, and it's a great beer to share with friends, as you
Yeah,
can see. You
yeah.
know, it's a bit super strong big beer, so you know, just share it, 4 glasses, have some good people over, and
It's definitely a better deal than the Bourbon County Stout.
Yeah.
That was
Mhm.
$20 for a 4-pack.
because this is a 22-ounce bomber, I believe, for about $7. That's not terrible. So
So I think we mentioned before, Stone. You can't really pick up in Illinois, but all around Illinois you can get it.
you can get it in Wisconsin, I know that for sure.
Where'd you get it?
I got it in Wisconsin.
Okay. And I think I got this in Ohio.
So yeah, I mean, it's around. You might have to do a little traveling for it, but you can get it, and if not, we can trade and all that stuff. We'll set it all up.
Emails on the website. Oh, Shaun.
Sorry, I can't. I'm just. I know.
I got a sauce monster. in
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll probably like finish these up, and we'll be back for round 2, and we're gonna up the ante a little bit.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, welcome back to the second part of California.
Yeah, we're gonna drink some more beer from
All right.
California, if that's all right with you, gentlemen.
I think that'll be okay.
I don't see a problem with that.
Okay.
So,
Uh,
so where are we off to?
We're going to AleSmith, and this is their Speedway Stout. This, I should mention, is number 12 on the Beer Advocate Best Of list in the whole world. So this is
Just
rated,
as a reference, Darkness, I believe, is number 9.
yeah, this is rated as the 12th best beer in the world. So we're gonna have some Speedway Stout.
Gotcha.
Probably the closest one.
Can you buy that at gas stations?
This will be the closest you get to what?
We actually had to.
Probably.
I want to send out a shout out for this one because my good buddy Kyle Ogawa.
Shout out!
Shout out!
Brought this back from his trip to California. So this is brewed out in San Diego, and he picked it up while he was out there for me. So
Thanks.
thank you, Kyle.
Kyle.
All right, let's give this a pour. Should be nice and thick and juicy.
Hooray for Kyle.
We're seeing the head grow.
Yeah, after you pour it out, like some of them, depending on how vigorously I poured it, the head will actually grow as it just sits there.
With all the carbonation coming up.
That's
interesting.
Real nice lacing on this one.
Yeah, the Star Dr. Pepper success.
I may ask, what is lacing for
Okay.
a layman?
Lacing basically is the foam, the head, as it retains
Stays.
on the
Okay.
side of the
Oh,
glass.
okay.
You want it to kind of like stick to the side of the glass a little bit.
Yeah.
That's a sign of a good beer.
Where you're like Miller and Bud Lights, they're just gonna.
Looks like you just had a glass of Sprite.
Wow, great. Like
Nice aroma.
roasted aroma.
This is actually brewed with a local coffee from San Diego. It's actually thrown into the boil with the rest of the beer.
Oh. Yeah, I'm definitely getting that bitter coffee taste.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, me too.
Like the Stone was a lot sweeter, and this bitter roast.
Yeah, because there's not actual chocolate in this beer like itself, but it gives off a lot of chocolatey flavors. Whereas the
That's a
Stone
lot of coffee.
actually had coffee in it.
But a lot of coffees, you get that chocolate notes to that.
They're pretty similar
I've
flavors.
noticed that with some Guinness. So do they also use coffee, or is it?
Well, he's the Guinness
okay.
man. Just
Yeah,
from
I just
Ireland.
got back from Ireland,
Oh.
and
Hey!
so I can tell you all about that.
Cheers, mate. Oh, wrong country.
They don't actually use coffee in it. What it is like a they take the malt and they roast it to the point where it's almost black, and that's where you get the color
Oh, okay.
for the stout, and you also get like the roasted
So it's a
grain flavor.
Caramelized
And-
flavor or something like that.
Yeah, and it's even taken further past caramelization. Like if you have amber beers or brown beers, maybe the grains are roasted, but not as far as you would for a stout.
Ken, you must tell me, how many YouTube billboards did you see in Ireland?
Not one. Why?
What? U2's like gods over there. Man. Like, they like worship Bono and stuff. Bono. Sonny Bono's dead.
Oh, I thought you said YouTube.
No, U2.
Yeah.
No, U2. You know, like
No.
YouTube is huge.
It's like, is it really?
YouTube is like gods over there. No, because like I thought
Skating
U2's
track.
like the band over there. You know.
Skate into a
No,
track.
actually, I didn't see any. And I'm not a big, huge YouTube fan.
Me neither, but I figured
Who
since
is,
you're in the
really?
country, you know, people in Ireland love YouTube.
Is that right?
Apparently not.
Yeah, I think it was James Smith.
I met a guy from Ireland that loves YouTube.
I heard one Cranberry song while I was in a bar there.
That's
that was the closest I got.
It's a damn shame.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you heard Sunday, buddy, Sunday on a Tuesday or something, you know?
Do they wear green clothes over there, or is that just
No.
kind of...
Going back to the beer.
Oh.
James.
Back to the beer.
Enough YouTube.
Back to the bear.
So this comes in
About
at
YouTube.
13%, right?
12.
12.
So a little step back from the Bourbon County Stout.
Which
We'll step up
Yeah.
from the Stone.
I think they do a great job of hiding that.
I think, it's a beautiful beer. I think it almost has like an aged flavor, like a bourbon barrel aged flavor, but I don't think that they actually did that, and I don't know how they achieved it. Maybe they did, and they're just not telling me. But yeah, they don't send me emails about this
Yeah.
stuff. I don't have the same relationship as
The
you
two
do
brothers.
with two brothers.
Well, they have some good beer,
But I think over half of their beers are above 8.5%.
Is that right? This is actually, I should mention this is my first AleSmith beer.
Oh, mine, yeah, I think mine too.
I never had it.
Yep.
I've always wanted to. I hear good things. But
It's an AleSmith beer.
AleSmith is the name of the brewery.
Okay.
And you usually see this logo.
Oh, sure thing.
Yep.
So they're founded in 95, so they've been around for a while.
Mm-hmm.
San Diego, you said?
Mm-hmm. California is budding. Actually, it's not even budding. It's already grown as far as their craft. Beer.
Napa Valley. It's all
Yeah.
about the microbrews.
Microbrewery is the new Napa Valley.
Well, one thing to note, AleSmith does no 12-ounce bottles. So you can only get probably this size or maybe this size.
What is that? I'm sorry.
So
I
they're
believe this is a
serious
this
drinkers
is 750
only.
milliliters. It's like a champagne bottle,
Sure.
basically.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna have a party and a guy shows up with that, you know he's gonna get messed up because that's all for
If he
him,
drinks it by
right?
himself.
Yeah,
If he drinks
yeah.
by himself, yeah, especially since it's 12%.
He's like walking in like, yo,
Yeah.
fellas, party time! Got my AleSmith. Bust out the 360.
If he wants to be a Scrooge McDuck and not shit.
Don't be a Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah.
We're sharing this between 4 people.
Yeah.
And Shaun, we downed the Stone. He's taking his time here.
Yeah.
I'm wasted.
So can you notice the step up, and it was about like a 3% change in alcohol on the upswing.
My
You
lips
notice-
are a little bit more numb.
Yeah.
It just doesn't go down.
Am I going to
Right,
notice
yeah.
anything texturally other than the smoothness as far as the...
I think your brain's gonna be like,
Okay, I'll just
watch
notice
out.
it.
That's
There's like a
more.
burn in your throat.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Oh, for
something-
sure.
when it's not something that normally you would get from people would say normal beer, but it actually burns your throat almost like liquor does.
Yeah.
It's good for a sore throat.
I mean, yeah, could be.
No, some liquors are good for sore throats.
Yeah, brandy.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. You put that in like
Little hot
bit of-
toddy.
Pretty
Back to my Ireland trip.
Let's hear about it.
Now they get the higher
Day
percentage.
one.
Another episode.
People are gonna be like, wow, that new episode was really good of those guys, but we just heard about Ken's Ireland trip the whole time.
Now to get a higher percentage beer, do they just brew it longer? Is that of alcohol?
Basically, they add a lot more fermentable sugars, and that could be either. A lot of times it's just grain.
Chocolate.
Chocolate would be one. Straight up sugar. They can do it a lot of different ways.
Honey, like any sugar things.
Mhm. I recently just brewed a beer that used rock sugar and also light brown sugar. And so when you throw in your yeast, basically what the process is, the yeast turn that sugar into alcohol. So the more sugar there is, and the more yeast there are, the more it can turn into alcohol. Sorry.
You're getting. Hey, the Hopcast viewers want to know
I'm in
this.
full service.
Have you attempted to brew your own ales?
I brew my own, yeah.
You do?
Mhm. I'm on my batch like 6 maybe?
Successful?
Yeah.
I remember when I was in high school, I left some old like apple cider in my closet. Nothing really happened much. I didn't really... But you know, that was when I was 15. And I mean,
So you're a home brewer.
that was my last attempt at it. That was needless to say, nothing happened.
So don't put apple cider in your closet, because nothing will happen.
I hear that's how the guy from AleSmith's started off actually, so you're on your way.
Yeah. I should have kept up with it. I guess.
Be rich.
But if you're a home brewer and you want to be on the show, we'll come on out.
Well, I'd love to learn some things from you.
Check out what you're doing.
My friend's family makes their own liquor, actually.
What's her name? What's
That's
her
illegal, I
address?
believe.
Yeah, I know.
Cut that out. Yeah.
Actually, speaking of that, I was at his house last night, and he wanted me to try it. And he got like 12 bottles of this stuff.
Was it moonshine or what?
No, I don't know. It's some cinnamon tasting liquor, but his family makes it. So he actually brought a camera to his family's house and filming his family make their own liquor just for him. So he remembers how to make it.
Well, that'll send him straight to jail.
Yeah.
Yeah, put it on YouTube.
His name is actually Shaun. You know him. He's a good guy.
Yeah, home
Yeah.
distilling can be very dangerous, so it's outlawed.
Well, it's like his family.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he likes it.
It could kill all
You
of
know,
them. You know,
like,
like,
Not say that it doesn't happen
Yeah.
at all.
it happens a lot in North Carolina.
Yeah.
but Hopcast does not promote anything like that.
This is-
Nothing
this is-
illegal.
This is beer only.
No moonshine here.
If you homebrew your own beer, you can, certainly make someone give you a bitter beer face or maybe throw up, but you're not going to kill anybody.
Okay.
God, I should have tried that girl's moonshine last
Yeah.
night. Man, that was out of control.
Well, I've heard guys, like in World War II stories of guys making their own alcohol, but I think that was with fuel and stuff. Then going blind. But,
Yeah. Mhm.
Really?
I don't.
Beer's not going to do that.
All right.
Beer won't get you blind.
Nope.
Maybe if you use what they were using, I don't remember.
If you drink enough of it, it'll make you kind of blind.
Yeah.
But if you come back in the morning, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just need a burger, that's all.
Yeah.
Alright, I think California was a hit.
California.
I like California.
The
Are there
California
any states I
stouts.
should avoid with
We're
beer?
thinking Utah. We're not.
Yeah,
The
What else? What else did we?
Is there any breweries out in Montana? I don't know.
There's gotta be.
The
Idaho?
Dakotas.
I would figure the more rural the area is, the more breweries they would have. I mean, they gotta have
Could be.
something.
Maybe it was just an untapped resource.
Georgia.
We'll take a road trip and
They
check
could
it out.
Georgia surprised us.
Yeah, we just did Georgia. That was delicious.
Yeah.
hmm
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin's got some good breweries.
Yep.
So,
ABR.
That's not a state I don't. Okay.
so thank you for joining us
Oh,
on
thank
this.
you.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Yeah.
episode 14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come by.
All right. So.